What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. Here to talk to you about something that Sony should have been doing for at least the past few months. We're already approaching at least a year now since the PlayStation 5 officially got launched, but so far we have not had any official custom designs from Sony other than other companies like Dbrand providing custom designs for the consumers who have PlayStation 5s. And it's a real damn shame because I think it's something that Sony can totally take advantage of and make profit if they start making custom shells, custom plates, or whatever you want to call them for the PlayStation 5s for the consumers to have fun with, to toy around with, to at least, have fun and switch them around whenever they feel like it. And in this case, I want to talk about a custom controller that really caught my eye from somebody. This is from a Reddit user. He goes by the name of Alessandro Vicenti. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he made an awesome custom controller. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and pull up that video in a second. It's a really short clip, but it's definitely a really cool looking controller. And before I get into those details, I want you guys to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so y'all don't miss videos like this. I post videos on a daily basis, and I do live streams at least twice a week from Tuesdays and Sundays at 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below, along with the links to my Instagram and Twitter. You can't miss it. That's all in the description box below. Now, moving on to the article. This is from ScreenRant.com, and it shares a little video clip of Alessandro Vicenti showing off his custom painted Marvel Spider-Man 2 DualSense controller, which blends the designs of both Peter Parker and Miles Morales, and it has the Venom insignia in the center, right on the touchpad, where it has like the jagged eyes and the sharp teeth, and it's covered in like splatter black paint, which looks totally awesome. And I don't see why Sony is not thinking about creating any custom designs anytime soon. Not that I know of, but like I mentioned before earlier in the video, companies like Dbrand are actually making custom plates for PlayStation and Sony is willing to sue anybody who creates custom plates for the PlayStation. And you guys got to get your hands on these if you are into the whole custom designing thing, because the white plates are starting to get a little bit boring. Hopefully Sony starts to release plates and starts to sell them out in the market. And I really hope, on the other hand, that Sony doesn't require you to buy an entirely whole new PS5 console in order to get specific custom plates, because that would totally be not consumer friendly. So, a talented internet artist has put together an impressive custom PlayStation 5 controller based on Marvel Spider-Man 2. Insomnia took fans by surprise when it announced the highly anticipated sequel to 2018 smash hit Marvel Spider-Man at September's PlayStation Showcase, with a chilling Marvel Spider-Man 2 trailer that featured Peter Parker and Miles Morales joining forces against classic villains like Venom and Kraven the Hunter. Since its initial announcement, the intriguing details about Marvel Spider-Man 2 have come forward way ahead of the game's planning 2023 launch. Tony Todd, who will lend his voice to Venom in Marvel Spider-Man 2, says that the game will be much larger than either Marvel Spider-Man or its 2020 spin-off, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Marvel's creative vice president Bill Roseman also previously noted that Marvel Spider-Man 2 will have a darker tone on par with Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. A recent Marvel Spider-Man 2 story leak hinted at other villains like the Lizard and Mysterio, as well as new gameplay features like either Peter or Miles being an AI companion to help during missions. Although there is quite a bit of time before its release, fans are already making the custom Marvel Spider-Man 2 gear. As reported by GameRant, Reddit user FieldSuperB943 shared a brief video of a custom-made Marvel Spider-Man 2 PlayStation 5 controller. This controller, which was painted by web artist Alessandro Vicenti, features Peter Parker's red and white costume pattern on the left side and Miles Morales' black and red pattern on the right, with Venom's face painted on the white touchpad in the middle. Vicenti is currently offered up the custom Marvel Spider-Man PS5 controller on their website for 130 euros. I don't know. I don't think I'm reading that correctly, or $150 basically. And it's pretty cool. So here's the clip. It's a really quick one, so take a look for yourself. Yeah, it just came out fantastic. It looks amazing, and I would totally buy it if it was official, of course. But I'm gonna go ahead and hold back on it until Sony starts releasing official custom designs for Marvel Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure without a doubt when Marvel Spider-Man 2 comes out, which is like not for at least another 2 years, there ought to be some custom plates for that, especially for AAA games like Marvel Spider-Man 2, or let's say God of War, or the Horizon Zero Dawn sequel, which I'm looking forward to. And hopefully, like I said before, that Sony doesn't require you to buy an entirely whole new PS5 in order to get said custom plates. I want them to be able to actually sell custom plates separately because I think there's an actual market for it and they can totally profit off of it. And again, if they end up only selling the custom plates by having you purchase an entirely new PS5, which is really hard to come by nowadays, that would be totally not consumer friendly. And I swear to God, I'm totally gonna bash Sony. As much as I love them as a company, sometimes they take a couple steps forward and like 50 steps back, and they just make the weirdest decisions because a lot of their policies and procedures and the way of doing things is very draconian. And I'm not afraid to admit it, even though I am a Sony fanboy. I guess you can call me that if you want. I don't know. I don't really care what you think of me, but I can totally see this happening. Let's just hope that Sony decides with the latter, where they just release the plates and they, put them on sale. If anything, I'm willing to chalk up at least $50 for those plates if Sony ever makes custom plates. And as far as the controllers goes, obviously we're gonna have to buy them MSRP, like around $70-$80, whatever they cost nowadays. And this is far from the first time someone designed a PS5 controller after the upcoming Marvel Spider-Man 2, as Twitter user Pope Art posted a rendering of Marvel Spider-Man and Venom themed DualSense controller back in September. In addition to custom controllers, fans posted interesting ideas for Marvel Spider-Man 2 in the months since the sequel's announcement, such as introducing a new version of Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen, or retaining the Venom symbiote's ability to conceal itself from Peter's spider sense during the inevitable boss battle. Alessandro Vicenzi's custom-painted Marvel Spider-Man 2 PlayStation 5 controller is an impressive display of fan artistry, showing off both titular superheroes' distinctive costumes in addition to their monstrous arch nemesis. Marvel Spider-Man 2 isn't set to swing into the PS5 for another few years, but it appears players are already looking forward to jumping into Insomniac's next open-world web-slinging adventure, as evidenced by the large amount of fan-designed Marvel Spider-Man 2 controllers and artwork already out. Now, for those of you who follow me and are subscribed to my channel, which you should, if you could, please, that would totally help the channel. I've actually released some custom art of my own. I've actually managed to draw a few custom PlayStation 5s, at least 3 of them, on my iPad Pro, and I actually posted it on my community and asked what are your thoughts about it. And this is true. This article really does speak the truth. It's really gotten fans to actually become more creative and start to, I guess, fantasize about custom plates, custom controllers, and just overall custom equipment for the upcoming sequel of Marvel Spider-Man 2. And it really has people excited about it, including myself, obviously, since I've been making videos about this almost every single day, at least every few days at the very most. So what are your thoughts about this controller? Do you think it looks pretty neat? Do you think that Sony and PlayStation or Insomniac Games are willing to put out some custom designs by the time the sequel rolls out? And if you haven't gotten a chance to check out my custom designed PlayStation 5s that I made, that I drew out, go ahead and check them out. Just head over to my community. I posted it like maybe over a week ago. There's about 3 versions of it. One of them is like a red one with like the black symbiote actually starting to encapsulate the PlayStation 5. The other one is just a straight up simple black blue color with the white spider logo in the center. And then the last one's like split in red and black, symbolizing both Peter and Miles, with a little bit of electricity running on the Miles side of Miles's spider insignia. So a lot of you guys submitted your votes as to which one you liked, and I think it's pretty cool. I really enjoyed making those custom designs. Go ahead and check it out for yourselves if you ever get the chance. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to share this design with you all because I thought it looked pretty neat, and you should definitely check it out and give some props and kudos to this artist, Alessandro Vicenzi, for creating this custom controller DualSense. And overall, guys, I think it's awesome. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you don't miss videos like this. And I'll see you all in the next comic panel.
All I found is disappointment. Will one of you finally give me what I desire?
PlayStation